Good morning, children. Let us continue with the yesterday's topic, and today our first topic is animal tissue. So, body of almost all multicellular organism is made up of four types of tissues, and they are connective tissue, epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, and nervous tissue. So first of all, we'll see what is epithelial tissue. So epithelial tissue line the outer surface of organs and blood vessels throughout the body, as well as the inner surface of cavities in many internal organs. So what is epithelial tissue? Kind of tissue that provides covering to the outer and inner body surfaces are called epithelial tissue. Next type of tissue is muscular tissue. Students, you might have seen the moving fleshy structure of the rump and the shoulders of cows, buffaloes, etc. when they are moving. So that structures are called muscles. They are made up of muscular tissue. Okay. So cells of these tissues can contract and relax, due to which there is movement of hands, feet and other organs. But children, there are three types of muscles. Okay, voluntary muscles, involuntary muscles and cardiac muscles. So first of all, you are going to learn about voluntary muscles. The word voluntary means by our will. So muscles that we can control are called voluntary muscles. So they work according to our will. Example, muscles of hands and feet. The next type of muscles is involuntary muscles. The muscles which are not work according to our will, means which are not under our consciousness. Example, muscles of digestive tract, blood vessels, etc. Okay. Next type of muscles is cardiac muscles. It is found in heart. Okay, cardiac muscles, their structure is as same as voluntary muscles, but their function is not in our control. Okay. The next type of tissue is connective tissue. This type of tissue is the most abundant, widespread and varied of all the tissues types in the body. It also has the widest variety of function. So bones and the blood present in your body are actually connective tissue, children. Okay, their cells are of different structure and functions according to their conditions. So the word connective tissue, by the word also we can understand connective tissue means which connect. So this tissue provides structure and also support to your body, and since this tissue connect to all the tissues of the body, they are also called as connective tissue. And what is their function? Their function is to transport oxygen and other food materials throughout the body and carried out by them. See, this is the red blood cell. It is a type of connective tissue. And this is the white blood cell. It is also a type of connective tissue. And this purple color is one of platelets. It is also a type of connective tissue. The next type of tissue is nervous tissue. This tissue is made up of nerve cells. You know, nerves, brain, spinal cord and sensory organs constitute the nervous system. Nervous system is very important system of body. All these organs are made up of nerve cells. These cells join together to form, see in the picture, long fiber-like structure. See that fiber-like structure? The network of these fibers is spread throughout the body. Okay, they carry impulses or signals to different body parts and to the brain. Okay, and only due to the nervous system we can perceive the smell of a flower, the taste of a biscuit, melodious music and feel pain when you are injured. Okay, so nervous system is very important system of a body. Because of this only we are feeling any sensitivity, everything. Okay, so we are behaving, what we are reacting, all these are because of nervous tissue. See that diagram? It is a diagram of nerve fiber. So this is all about the types of tissue. Nextly, we are going to learn about higher level of organization. Students, can you live in a place where there are neither human beings, nor animals, nor plants? No, na? Every living organism is dependent upon other living organism and all non-living things found in its own environment. So actually, it is impossible for us to live alone. So we are seeing small groups of different plants and animals around us, and every small group among them represents a type of species. Species means same group of plants and animals around us. The number of individuals of species is called population of that variety of species. Okay, so group of species where they are living together, they are called population of that species. Okay, so in the natural environment, organisms of different species live together and they are forming one community. And community together with the biotic components and abiotic component means living things and non-living things together constitute the ecosystem. So what is ecosystem? In which living things and non-living things are also included, are called ecosystem. Okay, so there are so many ecosystems in the world, and all the ecosystems together constitute the biosphere. Okay children, so the biosphere is constituted by all the biotic communities, including everything biotic and abiotic factors. Okay, so once again I am saying every living organism is dependent on other organism and non-living things of its environment, and each type of species has its own population which include biotic and abiotic community components, and together they form ecosystem, and all the ecosystem of the world form biosphere. Okay children, so here we have completed our this chapter. Notes we are going to get in the assignment section. Okay, write carefully in the copy. Thank you children.